Hello guys, Mitsurugi here. I'm gonna show you my Mitsurugi Synchron Deck that I've been taking to locals. I've been having success with it. Last locals went 3-1, only we lost to K9 Vanquish Soul that had anti-spell fragrance in the third game. So I think the deck really performed well, but you really need to know your combos with this deck. So I'll drop some combo videos after this. If you guys are interested, feel free to check them out. So for the Mitsurugi part of the deck, I'm playing two Aramasa. Um, if you're gonna notice that this is not a 60 card build. I tested 60 cards and I really didn't like it. I always would draw duplicates because I was playing everything at 3 and I would just lose to one Ash Blossom or just one interaction from my opponent. So I cut down the fat and you're gonna see that result. So Turamasa, one Saji, one Kusanagi, one of the Night Sword Serpent. This card is really needed. Basically, you need a level 4 body that you can special summon somehow so that you can make any of your synchrons combo. Then, of course, we're gonna play 3 of the Habakiri. Basically, it's a one card starter, very good. I'm also playing the Futsu and the Murakumo, just one off. I just want to have them, and you're going to be plussing a lot with these cards. Then the Synchron portion of the deck, from the new Synchron cards, I decided to play 3 Scrap Synchron. This card is what combos the most with the Mitsurugi cards, so I want to see it often. That's why I'm playing 3. 1 Jet. If we're doing the combos with the Night Sword Serpent, your normal summon is free, so this is not a brick. Also, I'm playing this because of the popularity of Nibiru. This card can help you to play around Nibiru. 1 Assault, 1 Revolution, and the big brick, 1 Junk Synchron. So Revolution, a lot of people cut it. I think it's still necessary, especially for my end boards. I need that extra tuner body that it provides. So it's mandatory. You can not play this deck without this card. And unfortunately, Junk Synchron is mandatory if you're playing the new spell Single Fellowship, which I decided to play. But as you can see, I'm trying to minimize the bricks, so I'm playing 1 Junk Synchron only. Then the actual good cards of the deck. Starter Synchrons. So basically, this card is the reason why this variant works very well. It's not only a 1 card combo, it's an extender. You can tribute your Mitsurugis and trigger their effects. So this card really does it all. Then mandatory injured requirements, Trail to pair up with the Stardust Synchron and the Stardust Illumination, and we have the Crossroads Sonic Chick to pair up with the Synchro Fellowship. A lot of combos that these cards enable, and I really like how kind of freestyle-y this deck can be sometimes. Now for the hand traps that I have fast pace for 3 full hours. Good against every single matchup, even against Dracodale. Dropping this can net you some cards and make them play more conservatively. Then Triage Blossom to stop those charmies that your opponent has. Also can be very good against some decks like Branded that's gained popularity. And then I'm playing 3 Droll and Logbirds. Not only because it's very good into the format, any Synchron enjoyer would recognize that level 1 non-turner is really cool in this deck. You can revive this with your Junk Synchron and make Herald. There's so many combos available. And then for spells, the Synchron spells are as follows. This Synchro Fellowship is the new card, very powerful, but because I don't want to play more Junk Synchrons, I decided to only play one because it's also searchable and it can be a trust target. I think one is enough. Also, Stardust Illumination and Synchro Rumble, Angel requirements, searchable. You need these for the combo. Then I have a card that I think was made for Synchron and should always be in this deck. It's 1-for-1. It even has the Sonic Chick on its artwork. What are you doing, man? You should be playing this. This card can summon Jet or your other level 1 tuners and can get you to Speeder or whatever, wherever you need to go. But also it can summon like Droll or your Sonic Chick, and that can give you the non-tuners that you were missing. So this card is really good. On cold buy, I just don't want to lose to hand traps if I can. Then for the Mitsu part of the deck, we have 3 pre-preps. Basically, it's a 1-card combo, it's trust target. Why not play 3? Sometimes you will draw this together with my next card, Mitsurugi Mirror, but then using Mitsurugi Mirror's effect, later in the turn you can return this to the deck and the pre-progression of rights will be live again. Probably the best Mitsurugi card, Prayers. It's a combo starter, combo extender. You can OTK with this card by tributing your rituals and not reviving them, but revive them using their own effects. It's really the best card for the Mitsurugi. And then I'm playing 1 ritual and 1 purification to wrap up the main deck. So yeah, that's 45 cards. Let's go to the extra deck. So this is the card that bridges Synchron into Mitsurugi, and the reason why there are so many Yami Mitsurugi variants. Herald. I think this card is gonna get banned next ban list, but this deck does not die if this card gets removed. It's nice to have and it's nice to do the combos with this card, but it's not mandatory. Then here are some Synchron mandatory staples in the extra deck. Exo Synchron, of course Speeder is the heart and soul of this deck. Everybody's saying that if Speeder resolves you win the game. Most of the time that's true. Then you have the Charge Warrior. You really need this in this version of the deck because it can provide a level 6 to synchro in. Even under draw, this card comes up. Then of course we have our OG Stardust and Axel Synchro Stardust Dragon to make your immune speeder lines or whatever else you need immune. Then we have a Crystal Wing, very powerful card. Omega to go with Trishula and Croc. Basically my hand board with this deck draws 3 and hand loops for 3, and if they played like 1 or 2 hand traps, they're basically without a hand. The Spatter to loop Omega and to also summon your Light and Darks from Banished. Then I have Changing. This is like probably the biggest flex spot in the extra deck. I decided to play Changing because you can make this with your Mitsurugis and Assault. You can make this with Croc and a level 1, and it's a really powerful boss monster against some decks. Then we got the Duration. I was contemplating in playing Psychic and Punisher because it, like, going first, you already kind of, if you're in a point where you summon this and you go for shooting is only to go for shooting Majestic Dragon. So I think going second you really need Psychic and Punisher because going second this card doesn't do anything. But so far Duration has been okay, has been performing well. Shooting Majestic Dragon is basically the best boss monster of this deck and probably ever. With Assault in the Grave, it's 2 Omni Negates that banish, and you can just negate the effect monster permanently on the field and can attack 3 times if you have your Stardusts in the grave. It's just insane. And then you have the Crimson Dragon to be able to summon all your big Dragon Synchros, sorry. Then for the side deck, I am siding board breakers here for certain decks. So this lineup, evenly Talents, Dark Ruler, Thrust, Harpy's Feather, and Lightning Storm. Basically Thrust can get any of these, can also get your starters. But I really hate drawing 2 Thrusts and one of them being dead, so I decided to just play these as one-offs. Trini Nibiru against some decks. This card is very good, and you can trigger your Mitsurugis with this, so basically you can one-side it, like wipe the board. I think I'm gonna drop one of the Nibirus for another Ghost Bell because this card has overperformed for me. Then I got 2 Lancea because I respect Malice. We have our frequent Malice enjoyers in our locals, and also some people play Orcust. And then 3 Retaliating Sea because Dracoteo is still a thing, and also with the branded structure deck and the new support that branded's having, the popularity of the deck kind of skyrocketed in casual circles. and this card really counters that deck. So yeah, hope you like this. I can go into more detail on why I chose every card if you're interested. I can go over some combos and explain like the deck theory a little bit more, but that will be another time. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.